Hey y'all, today is Monday, June 1st, 2020. I think it's biological dad author's criminal, illegal, satanic birthday. Yeah, I'm sitting here making faces like him, but he ain't supposed to be my daddy. But anyway, so I woke up this morning and I didn't even get my SSI check this morning. I don't know if it's true or not, if other people didn't get theirs. But I don't know what's going on. So I feel upset because I wish that I wasn't disabled, and I wish I had the ability to do any job and not be bullied off the job or gang stalked or hit with electronic weapons enough that they hit you and keep hitting you with it and putting you in the hospital on purpose so you can't work, to make you disabled. I mean, make you more disabled. So if I don't get the Social Security check also, if I don't get the Social Security check, that means that I will have no more phone, and I might have to end up on 2 days from now have to give up everything in my storage unit except just about the clothes on my back and a few little items. I don't know what's going on. At the waterfront mission, they were lying. This is the second time that they lied and said that I had no mail. And I know I had something. How the hell in 6 weeks I have not one piece of mail? Not one piece of mail. So I don't know if they used that. I mean, Social Security did that to me in 2018. A perp Social Security worker, they make me suffer because they changed my address on the SSI record, but not the Social Security record, when they should do both. And Social Security claimed they had a hard time locating me, so they thought I was dead and suspended my payments. So now, this time I think I did hear some people say that stimulus check is a loan and not money that's given to you. Some people say that it'll be taken out of Social Security or SSI checks, and if you're working or something, they'll supposedly take it out your taxes next year or something. I don't know. I mean, the former roommate Janet has me really fucked. That she just sit there and let me spend my money calling myself being comfortable, and me trying to be a prepper and buy all that food and hearing about the food shortages and stuff. And I had to leave behind all that food because I end up, being homeless again. And so then, I can't cook like this. But see, now I don't have money and no way to eat, really. And people think that I should just go through the trouble of going to those abusive soup kitchens where I'll be bullied by the whole homeless community, and 3 times a day, probably more than that, And it's like a lot of the homeless centers or whatever, I'm like banned from anyway because of abusive, tyrannical, narcissistic abusers. So, but yeah, people always see me as the problem. I can't really have any other professed targeted individuals on my side either. I ain't got nobody. And it seems like I'm supposed to be considered the laughing stock of the targeted individual community because people think that I just want to that they think that I just want to collect friends and collect subscribers, and they mock and laugh at that, which is not true. I'm not just trying to collect anything, you know. But then people say, oh, it's not good to be isolated. You need somebody to talk to, or you need some support, you need some friends. You know, so I have no friends or family, and I'm sitting here trying to try to look for people to be supportive of me, you know, and me try to do the same. And so, you know, it's really making me feel like an outcast even in the so-called targeted individual community. It's like, why would you say that if they turn all our friends and family away from us and leave us isolated and secluded with nobody, but then you throw it in my face like, you profess to be targeted, but you also treat me like as if I don't deserve any friends. You know, like, it's like, if I can't let out my suffering and feelings to somebody supportive who will listen to me and stuff, it's like I end up having meltdowns and outbursts, you know, or doing something drastic if I, you know, going through a major crisis and, you know, everybody's against me and attack me and kick me down even harder. You know. And then people be like, well, not everybody's out to get you. Stop being paranoid. Well, if you're targeted, why do you act like you agreeing with the perps, or why you acting like a perp yourself? You know, when on my other channel, I have like now 3, but was 4 different channels. But on one of my other channels, my personal leisure channel, one of them, I had 2 of those. Well, it's like I was trying to spread the word about my targeting channel and was getting blocked by everybody left and right because they thought that I was just a random troll who was just trying to collect subscribers, when I was just trying to connect with other targeted individuals. But I mean, I can't believe I didn't give up and still was persistent of trying to look for other targeted people to be able to talk to. You know, it's like, even if I didn't have the money or any situation, you know, it's like I thought about taking like a hiatus from YouTube, or, you know, getting rid of my phone anyway. I don't have really hardly anybody to talk to. You know, so-called friends, a couple of people I have to, you know, cut them off and block them for saying oppressive stuff and agreeing with the perps and the wicked and defending them. You know, it's like how a person can profess to be, you know, Christian, but then defend a satanic person over their own so-called Christian, you know, friend or whatever in a crisis. You know, like, that Lisa Ruby lady was supposed to be Christian, but she defended my drunk aunt against me. So, I mean, I'm supposed to be known as the laughing stock of the targeted individual community. You know, it seemed like one by one, it seemed like other professed targeted people are just turning on me and betraying me. You know, and like as if I don't deserve anything good. Like I don't supposed to not deserve a social life. Supposed to not deserve a job, car, house, family, peace and happiness, no boyfriend, husband, no nothing. You know, and it's something when another professed targeted individual tell you you're crazy, and that you're crazy, and they need to lock you up and throw away the key. Like, how are you targeted and telling me that? If you're targeted too. Or if you know that they want to keep us divided and isolated, you know, why are you condemning me about being sad about not having other TIs to be friends with? If you know that's the perp's agenda. And then when me and another targeted individual can't get along or argue or have a disagreement or something, it's like, that's when the gang stalkers perp you more heavily than when you get into it with another perp. I mean, I saw that man who follows me around. I saw him again today. Somebody must have told him, hey, she's back out on the streets again. You know, so now he's back to following me around every day. You know, so I don't know, I have a lot bottled up inside and hurt and angry and just feel like I'm about to burst. And, you know, I just can't even describe or explain how I'm feeling right now about what seems like just freaking everything. And I'm wrong for expressing it. But everybody else got the freedom and the right. Oh, you don't worry about them. Let them do what they want. But when it comes to me, that's wrong. You can't do that. And this and that, you know. So, I don't know. It's like, I'm so mad that even before I found out I was targeted, I feel like, you know, I can't put my heart on nobody. And I'm sitting here feeling like all of humanity is bad and evil and just fucked up. And I feel like I do my personal mute and cancel on all of humanity. And can't even walk down the street and tell somebody hello without it being a big fucking problem.